Cousins looking to put it up right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, it's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Up the middle, it's Cook. A tackle made by Boye Mafe.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. To begin the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with...
He's got a man, complete. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Left side, Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On third down, Cousins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. And that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Following the fumble recovery, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Looks again for TJ Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Cousins again. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins flush to his right. He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First down, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins on the keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, it's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at 3rd and 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Cousins now. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And there was actually 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now Cook running right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one man away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
On 4th down, Smith. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the interception, Cousins. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Rowland will return it from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. From the 31, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Throwing again is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Fielded at the 33. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Walker with another carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows. Oh, and a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Seattle. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Okay, ready? Seven Pirates!
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now Geno on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not... the next time you run out there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again with Gibson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action. Now Heineke. He gets it to Thomas. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Heineke on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Heineke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 24, Heineke dancing to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Again, Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 19 They'll fake it. Now Smith. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Heineke. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Heineke now. Buying time to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 58 yards. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Seahawks nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
They're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5.
It's the game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Geno now to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on second down. Heineke. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lockett the man in motion. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, Gibson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd and short yardage. Heineke. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Tanner Muse with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Heineke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And some room to roam now. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After the sack on 1st down, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Heineke. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. For that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A give running right, Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Sly able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back onto the line of scrimmage. They'll run with Gibson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gibson again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Seattle.
Now Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 12.
On first down, Smith. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the 50, it's Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. He was taken.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Chargers 0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Out to his left. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back and 60. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Throwing now is Gino. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From his goal line here, Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith rolling to his left. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give for Walker running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 21. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready, ready. Johnny Ryan. Nothing, 19. 18, 5 years.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that front.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, Herbert. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert, the solid stiff arm. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out right at the 35. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about it?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you're a true hybrid. Whole linebacker, punt cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got his tight end fan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Gino on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the counter, it's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Finding Allen. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it down inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Herbert gonna throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith now to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.